everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Lively. So yesterday we heard the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs hear a joint testimony from both the heads of the SEC and the Commodity Futures and Trading Commission. So this was pretty big news. The market had been anticipating this meeting for quite some time, as we've been in an elongated bearish market dip. Almost synonymously with the time that this meeting occurred, we saw a floor establish itself in the market, and we've been rising since. So let's get into a little bit more about what the Senate, the SEC, and the CFTC had to say during this meeting. Okay guys, promotion time. So I've been giving away a lot of cryptocurrency lately in order to help the channel gain some recognition, gain some more likes, gain some more views. And I thought, why not come up and create my own cryptocurrency, the CLL, the Crypto Live League. I've done that, and actually there's a total circulating supply of 300 million. And I'm going to give away actually to 5 wallets who comment on this video below. So just comment your ERC20 compatible Ethereum wallet address. I will give 5 of you 1,000 CLLs. And I'll be doing this throughout all the videos in the future as well. The CLL, hopefully we can grow that community, the token holders. And I'll be using the CLL as a way to grow my community and to reward those of you watching my videos here at Crypto Lively. So I hope you guys enjoy that giveaway. Again, just comment your ERC20 compatible wallet below and get ready to receive some CLL tokens. So, the head of the SEC was Clayton. He was the character on the left-hand side that had a little bit more hair. And then you had Christopher Giancarlo sitting on the right-hand side, and he was the balder gentleman. He's with the CFTC. So the senators just basically went in a roundtable style asking questions to these gentlemen. And some of the information that came out of these questions were they believed that they needed more manpower, more horsepower to continue enforcing the laws that they come up with and the regulations they come up with, doing certain things like seeking out bad ICOs and bringing class action against them and shutting them down. They kept naming example Bitcoin, which they said was Big Con. It was Giancarlo's big joke talking about an ICO they were bringing down recently. It was one of 3. It was the only one he named, so that was again Bitcoin. Talking about they're going to increase their role in bringing down frauds or scamsters in this space. So that does require more manpower, and everyone agreed that once the hiring freeze was lifted on their department, they'd be hiring more people for their task force. That's the virtual currency task force that was established between the two heads, the SEC and the CFTC, as well as some other federal bodies and agencies. So they did agree that a lot of the search history coming out of public libraries was about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, so they want to beef up librarians' knowledge, certain librarians across the nation, their knowledge of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, so that they can help educate the public that come into these libraries asking for information. So that was just another sign that they were very bullish on blockchain itself and the technology and what it has to offer to us, recognizing that if there's a way you can store data at a cheaper cost, certainly pursue that in as great a manner as you can, because it will be profitable to you. They also touched on verification and record keeping, and the head of the SEC, Clayton, kept touching on the point that he needed to instill trust into the financial intermediaries, the fiduciary intermediaries, and the lawyers to do their jobs when it comes to upholding the regulations that they put forth. There was a senator that brought up a question on the crypto ruble and the petro being developed by Venezuela, 2 cryptocurrencies that are against competing nation states, Russia and Venezuela. Some sanctions have been put against those countries, and he was wondering, is there anything we can do to shut down participation in those tokens, in those crowd sales, those ICOs, or participation in those tokens in general? But I guess the CFTC and the SEC said that it was beyond their jurisdiction. There was some banter back and forth about how to obtain them more detailed jurisdiction and have them utilize a longer reach of the law. The biggest thing that Clayton from the SEC was talking about was that ICOs needed regulation, and he's very uncomfortable with the current way that ICOs are operating, and you know, he is in his best interest to protect the consumer. So it's just something that he wanted to keep reiterating, is that he didn't like the ICO process the current way it was happening. So I would look for future regulation on ICOs to come out soon. Probably within this year, the way he was talking. They also did mention that people that were promoting cryptocurrencies, such as YouTubers, would face penalty if they were caught promoting a fraudulent ICOs, or they basically live by the sword, die by the sword mentality, where they take on the obligation of those securities that they were promoting. So again, ICOs are being considered securities by the SEC. So there was also Elizabeth Warren. This moment just stuck out to me. She asked the question, something about are they in the best interest for the consumer, and she went into a prior decision the SEC had made when they took away, they allowed the consumer to sign away their right to start a class action lawsuit against a private company that they were investing in. It's like a disclosure form, click here, check here, you cannot sue us kind of thing. And she was really harping on them about this, and it was funny because you know, when it got to the next senator, they kind of were laughing and chuckling about how off topic of a question that was, and they thought that frivolous lawsuits, class action lawsuits, really didn't matter in the big picture. It was just funny to see them kind of low-key sly chuckling at Miss Warren, Senator Warren, about that. All right, and you know, they finished up, J. Clayton and Mr. Giancarlo finished up with basically saying they were ringing the bell for gatekeepers to keep upholding the law, and that ICO regulation was coming, and you know, it's really in the hands of the gatekeepers to follow through to make sure everything, the KYC forms, everything, legislation that's been rolled out, disclosures that have been rolled out, everything's followed to the T. So trust in the gatekeepers' hands. Again, this meeting was overall positive for cryptocurrency. As you've seen, we've been on a huge run up since, huge dip up until this point, but it looks like this could have been the turning event for another bull market run, or at least stabilization of the market for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and follow us on Instagram as well. We also have a Telegram channel. It's Crypto Live Leak. You can just find that on Telegram, and we look forward to seeing you guys again soon.